In Memphis, nothing comes easy, and that's exactly how we like it. This is a city built on hustle, on heart, on grit. And at Carway, our rides are built the same way. Tough, reliable, ready for the grind. No games, no gimmicks, just Memphis-style service. Real, honest, and built on trust. Where grit meets grind, you meet your next ride. Carway, grit, grind, and Pink Beetles. In Memphis, we know a thing or two about resilience. From the grindhouse to the Delta, we protect what's ours. But when pests invade your home, it's time to fight back. Grade A Pest knows how to handle what crawls, flies, and bites. With local experience and guaranteed results.
I'm Reggie with Grade A Pest Control. We service the Memphis metro area. That also includes DeSoto and Fayette County as well.
Grade A Pest has the entire Mid-South covered. So if bugs and pests put you to the test, let Grade A solve your problem. Bluff City Media presents The Anthony Sain Show with your host, Anthony Sain. Now, let's get to the show.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Anthony Sain Show. This is, of course, your host, Anthony Sain. I'm out here in beautiful Whitehaven, Tennessee. Kenny joins us from Collierville, Tennessee. Woo! Man, we are in the greater Memphis area. We thought this was just gonna be a normal Thursday, Kenny. We had some stuff to talk about with Jordan Hawkins, of course. Yeah. We had Tiger basketball, had open practice today, media day situation, little media scrum they had going on. We were well prepared to talk about those things today.
Got a lot to talk about. Yeah.
Right, but when certain people tell you they want to talk about stuff, man, you just gotta talk to them when it's time to talk, man. Y'all know every now and then we'll do a shock drop on y'all, man. I got my guy, man, one of the great entrepreneurs in the game, man. One of the biggest bosses. I don't deal with nothing but bosses, man. So you know I deal with him, man. This is my guy, man. Robert Littell from Black Sports Online joins us now. Robert, what's going on, my brother? What's going on, man?
Man, I appreciate you guys, man. You guys got a dope intro too. I love that intro.
Man, appreciate it, bro.
I will say this though, Robert, just behind the scenes fourth wall, we're like 3 logos behind on that intro. So I gotta change. I'm actually like falling down on my game a little bit. I gotta figure this thing out.
New start time on August the 3rd. So hopefully we can have the debut of the new. We'll debut the new intro on August the 3rd. We are an independent company. We are an independent company just like Black Sports Online. Everything you see on the screen, off the screen, intro videos, commercials are all done in-house by us here. Me and Kenny come together. We are a hell of a team. And I'm talking to one of the men who definitely is one of my inspirations. When I first logged on to Twitter, I guess we're talking – yeah, I think when I first logged on Twitter maybe 13 years ago, this man right here, Robert Littell, had Black Sports Online, and I was in my early 30s at the time. I was like, oh wow, there's a Black Sports page. Imagine the glee I had as a young social media neophyte. You know what I mean? And seeing my guy Robert Littell talking about Black Sports Online, I was like, man, I want to do something like that one day, man. Here I am now doing my thing as an independent content creator out here. In the city of Memphis. Robert, you're definitely one of my heroes in the game, man, for sure. But let's get into what I want to talk to you about, man, for sure. ESPN made some cuts this week that let go of Ryan Clark and Cam Newton. I'm not the biggest fan of Cam Newton's product. I love Ryan Clark's product, but I do love the way that Cam Newton expresses his thoughts. Like I agree with very little that Cam Newton says, but I love the way he does his thing. I agree a lot with what Ryan Clark says, and I love the way he does his thing as well. But these are two black brothers who are former NFL players, for one thing. They're independent content creators who have my show pays my bills, but 15 minutes of their shows would pay my bills. You know what I mean? Like, they're on a whole other level when it comes out to what you call an independent content creator. When you see things like this, right? And I saw when you were talking about the releases on Twitter, you were saying things how like these guys should start off, get a local buzz, do those type of things, and grow from there. That's the method to get in now. The method is not go to school. It's not go get a college degree. Share your thoughts on that, especially with some of the kickback that you got from people who were still disagreeing with you in this big 2026.
Yeah, it's a situation that I've been talking about probably for the last few years, because it's become very apparent to me that the traditional ways of getting into media are long gone. And I say that as someone has experience in traditional and non-traditional ways of getting into media. I went the traditional route. I went to school. I got a degree. I hope to, I wanted to be Stuart Scott. I wanted to be on Sports Center. I wanted to do the newspaper and, have my name in the newspaper and stuff. When I covered events, I talked to, OGs like Bert Sugar and, people like that who are like been in the business for 30, 40, years, were the people who were kind of giving me advice, but as we have moved along in this digital age, where the attention span of the viewer or the reader has shortened to the point that, as I was trying to say, the social media person, the intern, has more power than the columnist in 2026. The TikToker has more power than the columnist. The YouTuber has more than the podcaster. And, my thing was not don't go to school. I think school, as long as it doesn't put you into debt, is good for your socialization and how to deal with people and how to go out, be outside and deal with different cultures and things of that nature. My point was, I don't remember the last time anybody asked me about my degree. I remember the last time somebody asked me how many followers I had, how many subscribers I had, how many views my site. Those are the things that when people come to me with deals, would actually have money attached to them. They don't say, "Oh, what's your qualifications?" Your qualifications is your brand. And my point was, go build your brand, whatever that may be. And if you want to go to school for something that when you do have a degree, they have to give you a job because of it, right? Because if I go to law school, I can't be a lawyer without going to law school. I can't be a doctor without, going to get my degree. I can't be a psychologist. I can't be an engineer. I can't be a scientist without a degree. But you can be a journalist. You can be in sports media. You can be in media without a degree, without even going to college. So I'm just saying, hedge your bets, because it's a very tough industry to break in now. Especially for people that have never played, because if you look on TV,
that was my next question. Come on,
you don't see people that have never played the sport getting these opportunities.
Yeah, I literally can't think of one. Like I mean, there has to be a few, but when you're talking about big box major network, I'm trying to think of somebody on there, because even Stephen A. Smith claims that he plays some level of even college.
Well, everybody that's on there now, like say Stephen A. Smith or Vincent Goodwill or something like that. They are OGs, though. When I speak on that, you show me someone under 30, that has never played basketball, football, or professional sports in some way, and you show me that person on television, that's a male. You'd be very hard pressed. So that's what I'm talking about. Young people. I'm talking about if you're 19, 20, 21 years old, and you're like, I want to be Stephen A. Smith, for example. I want to be, the Pat McAfee. How are you going to do that? You're not going to do it the way that, with the AP style book. You're going to do it by, like you did it, Anthony and Kenny, getting your own brand, becoming very entrenched in your own local area to where, hey, man, if we got to talk about Memphis, we got to get these guys on. You know what I mean? Like, if we want to talk about this. Like, when I used to get on shows, back in the day, it was because I covered the sports entertainment thing better than everybody else. So when the mainstream media didn't know how to talk about it, they said, well, we just get Rob. He'll tell us what's going on with the Kardashians or his baby mama or why he got this drama and stuff. They used to bring, but then they realized, well, shoot, why do we need Rob? We could just talk about it ourselves and get our own people to say it. It became insular, to that. And that's the advice that I'm just trying to give. I worry about our young people because journalism, you could be a parody account and make more money than a first year, journalist at a local newspaper these days. You could be a parody account and make $5,000-$10,000 a month on these social media accounts, putting fake news out. You don't think Hater Report and Centel they're making $5,000-$10,000 a month on Elon bucks, just being with fake news, and people eat it up. And I've showed examples of that, and that's not a hate on them. In reality, if I was 21, I might have did it too. I'm creative with my tweets. I can make up a whole bunch of fake stuff.
Oh yeah, you're a headline master. So
if I was 25 years old and make $5,000 a month, just making up weird memes and funny stories. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and also you talked about how the black journalist almost has to be a former player, right?
Yeah,
and it's almost like they don't even value the fact that they are former players. It's almost like they're there. I mean, what's the word I'm trying to say, man? It's almost like they're there just to be like gluttons for punishment for people who didn't play. It's almost like they just got them up there just so some guy who didn't play can get their takes off against them. Like,
that was the whole Ryan Clark, Peter Schrager situation. There's a bunch of Peter Schragers.
It's so wild, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can find them. You turn on. You can find there's going to be opportunities. For white men that never played and to give their opinions on sports, which is perfectly fine with me. But you just don't see the same amount. It seems like you will see a host. Right, and then you'll see 4 black guys, and they're all like MVPs and all-stars. So I don't disvalue, but it used to be you would have your OJ, your player, you have your couple of your analysts and a couple of opinion people. It was more of a mesh, and you felt like when I watched Kenny Mayne and Stu Scott or Stan Verrett or Fred Hickman, back in the day. You could see people that say, man, these guys just worked hard to get to where they got. But I don't see that as much, anymore.
What do you think is the proper path? I know you're kind of hitting on it now, but if somebody was a young, high schooler even, because I work with kids often. So and my wife she teaches business classes at her school, and podcasting is part of what she does. If you could catch somebody you're doing it now, because I'm sure you got young people who'll be watching the show. What advice would you give as, I'm not going to say the perfect path or just a suggested path for somebody who's trying to get into the industry?
The first thing I would say is, what are you good at? What is your passion? Is it a team? Is it a league? Is it a player? You can live just off one player. I
know a guy who has a Kalen Clark. He has a Kalen Clark channel. That's all he talks about. Yeah, for sure.
You have to find whatever that is that you're good at, because you have to still be good, at it. And then what you have to do is, the one advantage that all young people have over old people is you don't have any bills and you don't have any responsibility. So you can be online pretty much all day. So I would take whatever that is. So let's just use an example in Memphis, right? Let's say you're a Grizzlies, fan. I'm Grizzlies every day. Here's what's going on in free agency. Here's what happened with the John Morant. I'm on every platform. I'm doing little TikToks. I'm doing 30-minute YouTubes. I'm tweeting. I'm Instagramming. I'm doing all of this stuff, and I'm doing it daily. I'm doing it daily, and I'm building up my Memphis audience. And then I'm calling the Memphis Grizzlies, right? And I say, hey, my name is Robert Littal. I have the Memphis Beat on TikTok. I got 10,000 followers. Do you mind if I come to a practice, even if it's just part-time?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you mind if I don't even want to go to the games yet? Can I just go to a practice and maybe interview and do? Okay, you can come to a practice. Okay, you go to practices for half the year. They see you there every day, every practice. You're there asking good questions, getting good content, putting it up. Half the year is over. Hey guys, do you mind if I just come to the home games? I got some ideas for some stories. Okay, we've seen this kid for 6 months now doing this work. Okay, now I'm at games because now I can change my title. I'm a Memphis Grizzly beat reporter now. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm putting all my Memphis Grizzly stuff out. I'm going to the games. Oh, next year, hey guys, you mind if I go to a couple of the road games now? As traveling with the team and stuff. Because you're young, you can do stuff like this, right?
Yeah.
You have kids. You can drive to.
Yeah.
Like you don't got no money, but you can drive to Cleveland.
You can catch a bus. You can catch a train.
You can get there if you need to, right? Your mom can give you some money to take, maybe a $99 flight or whatever. You can stay in the hostel like I used to. If I had if I had to go play with a shared bathroom, I had to do that stuff.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden that builds you up, and then one day you're gonna have this platform where everybody is like Memphis Grizzlies, and then one day you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna call the NBA and say, "Hey, can I do the All-Star game? Can I do the NBA Finals? Can I do NBA in Africa?" Right now, you got to connect with the NBA, and now you got all these people are behind you, and it's organic. You did it all yourself. These are your people, right? Yeah. And then you see how you guys got Grade A Pest and Carway. Grade A's gonna call them and say, "Hey, Robert Littell got this great Memphis. Hey man, here's $1,000 a month. You want to put our logo on it? You see what I'm saying?"
Yeah.
And now, when you're 25, right? You've done this for 4 years. You grinded. You have all of this carte blanche, right? So when ESPN says, "Hey, we need a full-time Memphis Grizzlies reporter that we can pay $100,000, a year to," and you put your resume don't have to have nothing about no college. I've been a Memphis Grizzly beat writer for 5 years. I have a TikTok page with 50,000 followers. I have a Twitter with her. I got Facebook. I got this. I've interviewed here. Here's interviews with me with all of the players. Here's the road games I cover. That's your degree. That's your degree.
That's awesome.
And it's all yours. And now you have your foot in the door and you can expand from that. So I know that was a little long-winded.
Oh man, I love free game, bro. Free game
this conversation. Sure. Another part of the free game that I want you to.
You ain't just talking to kids, you talking to us, man.
Yeah. Sure, man. As you built out your business, and you had a chance to sit down and talk with some of these young kids. What's the one skill outside of being just good on camera? What's the one skill that you say, listen, behind the scenes, if you want your thing to be successful, you've got to be able to do this. What's that one skill that they need to have?
Consistency. You know why? And I tell you why, and I don't mean this in a mean way, right? A lot of the people that you see that's getting the opportunity, they're not good. They're not that talented. I'll be honest with you. That's not very, but what they are is that every day you see them. Every day they have the news. Every day they're out there. Every day they're saying something. So their face and their voice and their platform is just in your face all the time. And then it becomes muscle memory. Like if I'm going to, if I want to need something, I just give you an example. Like I like the Power Universe, with Ghost and all of those people, right? There's a guy that does a YouTube channel, and every show, I'm talking about the show is over, 15 minutes later, he has a breakdown of the show.
It's crazy.
And then it becomes muscle memory. I watched the show. Let me go watch the YouTube. I've watched the guy for 4 years. I've seen his channel go from 10,000 followers to 250,000 followers. You know why? Every single day there's a video. A show may be off. They may take 3 years to do the next season, but he has a video every single day about something in regard to that thing. And so I would say, of course, being talented helps. Being a good writer, being good on camera, being good. And I would say the second thing is your people skills, because once you get in the door, those connections is gonna help you as how more doors open. So when you get in there, don't be, excuse my language, don't be an a-hole, right? Yeah. Don't think you're better than, be humble. Don't alienate the players. You have to play the game. You got to be fair and you got to do everything, but you can't just come in there and write an article or do a video and say, "Hey man, this organization is trash." Even if you think it's trash, you just got in the door.
Be good about it. Be good about it.
You think the PR person, but think about it. The PR person gives you an opportunity to come to practice, right? The practice is the worst practice you've seen in your life, right? You go back and report it. This is the worst. These guys are terrible. These are trash. That PR person has a boss. Who is this guy saying that the practice is terrible? Did you let him in? He has to talk to his boss.
It's
over. Exactly. You have to be very, very, you have to be fair, but you have to play the game. You cannot act like you can just go in. You can only say that stuff. I always tell people there was a time and a place where I didn't say anything. You have to build up your reputation to where you can say certain things, and then you can speak freely. But when you get your foot in your door, hey, what do you need? How can I help you? You go ask them. What player's not getting enough coverage? My 12th man on the team, go talk to the 12th man. He might got an interesting story, but nobody talks to him though. Hey man, how you doing? You haven't gotten a minute to. What's your story? How you feeling? You're on a 2-way contract, but you got anxiety. Trust me, there's 1,000 fans of that 12th man somewhere.
Yep.
And when they go Google him and they go on YouTube or they go on whatever and say, man,
this man drop a game, bro.
Guess who's gonna pop up? I used to do that all the time. Whenever I can't compete with ESPN. So if I'm at the NBA finals, right? Like, yeah, it'd be nice to talk to LeBron. Right? That's great. I'm not gonna Steph Curry. That's beautiful, right? No, I gotta find something different in it. I remember I got that video of Rihanna calling LeBron the king coming out of the tunnel or whatever. So I gotta do things a little differently, right? Say, hey, I talked to Rihanna. Rihanna told me that LeBron's the king and all this stuff. Oh, that's nobody talking about that. That's interesting. Like, yeah, I can tell you how many 3-pointers they shot. But nobody cares about that. They can always go to a box score. You have to find a different angle. You got to find a different entryway to get it. And then once they give it to you, then show your sports knowledge. Then show what you want to talk about. Because now you have the audience to do so.
I'm gonna give you another you didn't mention. Cover the G League team, man. Like cover the G League.
You understand what I'm saying? Okay,
yes, bro. It's crazy. Yeah. It's so many G League teams. Just real quick, you can plug those guys are in the G League. You might have a guy that's a good rookie, but he's just not ready to play, so he's down there. He's gonna be on the big team next year. He's gonna remember you covered them back then. He might want to hang. Yeah, all that.
Yeah, take like Caruso. Say you covered Caruso. Actually, that's a good example. My writer Daniel, who does OKC. I remember I told him all the stuff that I just told you, right? Because OKC was terrible. You remember not too long ago, and he went through like a year where they was like 17 and 50, whatever it was. They were awful. And I said, don't worry about it. Just they're gonna remember that you were there at every single game when they were terrible. And then if they ever, I didn't know they was gonna become this good, but like if they ever become good, you're good because they seen you at the worst. So they're not gonna forget you at the best. And now all of a sudden they're winning championships, and he's getting calls because he's the Oklahoma City guy. Now he has a TV show in Oklahoma City. Now he has a radio show.
Wow.
He said, hey, Rob, I'm on I get on the thing. He's on the local TV news with his suit on and everything. Crazy. And I'm like, all because he put in the work when nobody was watching. And that's really what's important.
Hey, Rob, I know you need to get out of here, but there's a couple of questions that the people are asking in the comment section. Sure. You got time for a couple?
Yeah, I got time. Go ahead.
Jason Mister wants to know, how has sponsorship deals changed from when you started to how it is now?
Well, one of the differences is when I started, it was mostly display advertising on your website, right? Where you see the ad, you think about a hotel, and next thing you know, you see a hotel ad flash up. I think what has changed now is that there's definitely more people that want to do a deal with you because of what your social media is, as opposed to what your website is. It's much more digitally based. It's much more, you see it if you watch a YouTube guy be talking and say, hey, let me tell you about underdog fantasy. It's like, I think that's really the difference, is that people, the companies have switched from this, kind of display type of advertising to, we want the face of the person talking about our product. And we'll pay you directly, for that, as opposed to like, if you have an X amount of views or something, we'll pay you on top of that. So you get more direct deals, and you have to be direct, in talking about them. And you see it. I mean, I see FanDuel Sportsbook. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say underdog on you guys and stuff. But it's more, kind of, like that now, where if you have the digital brand, the sponsor. I think it started with like the Kardashians. They had 100 million Instagram followers. So if they say, hey, take this weight loss drug, I mean, I'm sure they get millions of dollars for that. It's trickled down, I think, to sports media as well.
David Owens, it's a statement more so than a question, but I wanted to get your thoughts on it. I thought it was pretty good. He said, the only issue I have with this is if you get too close with the people you cover and pull punches, that does diminish the product for fans. But this is also advice. Have you ever experienced that where you have had to get in and play the game so well that, man, now you can't pull punches and you have to almost?
I wouldn't. Maybe I should rephrase that. I would not become super friendly with the people that you cover. When I say play the game, I'm talking about above that. I'm talking about management, because those are the people that control your access. So you have to consider management when you're dealing with the players. I feel, and this is just my opinion, that players respect beat reporters more because they have to see them every day. So if I do say something, you have to, we have to talk.
I got to come see you in a couple of days.
We don't. So I think you can be a straight shooter. You just have to be. I always say this is the best advice I can give. It's 2 positives for 1 negative, right? And that'll normally, and when I say that will normally. People want critiques if it's honest, right? But they also just don't want people just dragging on them the entire time. So when I say 2 positives to 1 negative, say if you are covering a player and you think he's lacking, on defense, and say, oh man, he, such and such had a hard time with James, Harden the other night. You just follow it up with 2 positives. Hey, but James Harden is a tough cover for everyone, and the person has gotten better over the last, 5 games. And now, if I'm a player, I'm like, I did get cooked by James Harden, but he also acknowledged that, James Harden's a hard cover and I did well. To me, I think that's fair. And then also, I think when you are dealing with that person, it takes their defenses down than just the thing about hot takers. I'm talking to David here, is they're not in the locker room. So these guys that are on the podcast and on the TV, and they're threatening people and they want to make an enemy out of me. And they never face these guys Skip Bayless hasn't been in the locker room since the 90s when he was covering the Cowboys. When you're not face to face with these guys, it's much easier just to say whatever the hell you want. So that would be my advice. If you have a negative, follow it by 2 positives.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, Robert, we're going to let you go, man. It's been an awesome segment, man. You dropped free game for the people out here, man. Free game for the people. You go out and check them out. Old.
That's what it is. You see the gray hair?
Hey, wear it well, man. Wear it well.
Ooh, my goodness. I appreciate
go out
and
check him out.
Shout out to you,
Black
man.
Sports Online, man. My guy Robert Littal, man, one of the legends in the game, man, for sure, brother. Salute to you for sure. We're going to let you go, Robert. We appreciate you, man, for sure. That was my man, Robert Littal. Speaking of which, man, Grade A Pest. That's what you can get if you're having some problems with, pest and road control, man. No better place than Grade A Pest. I hit up my guy, Richard Freeman Alexander, today, man. I got some stuff going on with my garage door. It's been going on the whole time I've been knowing Julia, but hey, we got some stuff going on. So I hit up Reggie. He sent me a guy. He sent me a guy to get my garage door fixed.
You got a guy?
Reggie the plug, just like
He's
that.
He's the plug, bro. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, whatever you got going on, he got you, man. Give him a call, 901-628-4867. You can shoot him a text just like I did to the same phone number. Shoot him an email, gradeapservices@gmail.com. He's got 20 years experience in pest and rodent control. He's also Reggie the plug. Whatever you need, he'll get you squared away, man. It's a homegrown business from a born and raised Memphis, committed to excellence by applying human and pet-friendly products that are safe and highly efficient to meet all of your pest control needs. That is Reggie Freeman with Grade A Pest. Also, if you're looking for a quality used car, no better place than Carway Automotive Group, man. My guy Robert Littal dropped the name on him as well, man. They're located 6154 Summer Avenue. Give them a call, 901-440-8251. Visit the website, carwaytherightway.com, to check out the full inventory. Bad credit, no problem. They will get you in something soon, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. That is Carway Automotive Group. If you're looking for a quality used car, you're trying to be like me, you're trying to be like Scottie Pippen Jr., you're trying to be like Zaire Williams, go get you, be like us, man. We all got us a car from Carway, man. They are the best place, especially if you're looking for a pink Beetle, man. How dare you call yourself a Barbie girl? You ain't got you a pink Beetle from Carway, man. So go get you one, man. They're the only place in the world that sells the pink Beetle. That is Carway Automotive Group. If you're looking to get a haircut, man, you got to get with my guy Antonio Jones, the master definition. I still have not been able to get with him. He got some personal stuff going on, man. I'm supposed to get with him this weekend. I'm looking nasty. Look at my facial hair. Look at my shit. I'm looking horrible, but it's all good. Y'all know I go down and get my guy Antonio Jones, man, the master of definition, man. Over 30 years in the barbering industry. It's a clean, family-friendly environment. He specializes in natural and enhanced styles, superior grooming for men, women, and children. Let them know you heard about it on the Anthony Sain show. He's gonna show you some love on your first visit, give you a little discount. That's Antonio Jones. And if you're getting your hair cut, you gotta get your beard right, man. Yeah, well, imagine when I got chopped up, I got the fade tight, and my beard was still looking nasty. You gotta get the beard right. And the best thing to do it with is Skin and Beard by Braid Joy, man. It's a simple name for a very simple product. It's a 2-part set. It's a silk polish and a silk serum. The silk polish is a sugar scrub. The silk serum is a beard oil. It leaves your skin and beard extremely touchable and incredibly soft. It's a silkening set for your head, face, and beard. It's available now on braidjoy.com. Use that promo code Sain Show for 15% off. That is Skin and Beard by Braid Joy. We're going to take a break, Kenny. It's going to be more to enter the Sain Show. We got some little Grizz speculation going on, man. But, hey, when Robert Littal want to pop on, yes, so long as he want to go, hey, that's what it's like, man. But we'll see y'all with more to answer the Sain Show. We'll see you in a minute.
If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, if you think that growing older means slowing down, sleeping poorly, and lacking the motivation to do the things you want to do, then I've got just the spot for you right here in Memphis. At Game Day Men's Health, you're more than just a number. You're a partner in your health journey. From the free hour-long initial consult to comprehensive check-ins along the way, you're in complete control of your health. Offering TRT, weight loss protocols, performance enhancement, and shockwave therapy for musculoskeletal injuries, you can get back to feeling like the younger version of yourself.
At your initial visit, you'll have your blood pressure, PSA, testosterone, hemoglobin, hematocrit, all tested with your results before you leave the clinic. Plus, you have a real conversation with your provider and not just an in and out visit. Game Day can help with muscle pain, joint pain, hair loss, ED, peptides, and more. With 2 convenient locations in the Memphis area, your path to a better life is just minutes away. Call today to schedule your free 101 consultation.
Some dreams don't just come true, they come with 4 paws. At Puppy Dreams, we match loving families with happy, healthy puppies. From playful companions to lifelong best friends, your perfect match is waiting. And with our professional grooming spa, your pup will look as amazing as they feel. Visit Puppy Dreams today and meet the one who's been waiting just for you.
In Memphis, we don't just make memories. We make moments. A Memphis-owned brewery where great beer meets great times. Crafted right here for the city we love. Live music, game days, and events all year long. There's always something happening at Grind City Brewing. Bring your crew, bring your energy, and make every night feel like a celebration. Real beer, real Memphis.
Tired of the same old fast food? The soggy fries, the frozen flavors, the meals that never quite hit right. Head over to Waldo's Chicken and Beer, where everything starts fresh and flavor comes first. Our chicken is fried in rich beef tallow for that bold, old-school crunch you can actually taste. Don't skip the premium homemade southern sides, fresh greens, hearty white beans, and creamy mac and cheese made to complete the meal. Bring your whole family. There's plenty of space to relax, plus a game room the kids will love. Catch the game on big screens, grab a drink at the full bar, and enjoy happy hour specials. Every day from 3 to 6, all day on Tuesday and Sunday. Waldo's Chicken and Beer. Real food, real flavor, made from scratch.
To the Anthony Sain show, man. My guy, Robert Littell, came in. He was saying he only had 15. I was so glad that brother was graceful to give us some more, man. That man
It
dropped
was like
some
30, bro. Yeah.
Like free game, man. And I know a lot of people watch this show who are thinking about getting into content creating. And the stuff he said, he was saying it geared towards, I asked a question about high school age people, but man, that's something, because that was the path I did, bro. Like I the stuff he said, I did those things. You know what I mean? Not all of them. I definitely didn't come in peaceful when it came.
No. I was like,
so yeah, maybe I should have did that, right?
maybe being a blowtorch, maybe blowtorch and everything.
Yeah, man, yeah. Set the shit on fire when they let me in the door. Maybe that's one of the best things to do about. Because when I came in with, because I came in doing the free stuff, and I remember how accomplished I felt when I first got my first media credential to cover Tiger football, bro. With
man, it's amazing.
I'm tripping, bro. The Tri-State Defender.
Tri-State Defender, yeah.
I was reading your notes and it threw me off. Yeah, when I first started doing that with Tri-State Defender, I remember how accomplished I got just to get into working for free, man. And he talked about the ability to get in that building and network with people, bro. Like that was so vital, man. Like I remember when I got into the Liberty Bowl, I met Greg Gaston that way. Then when I started covering Tiger basketball, I met Jason Smith that way. And these are people that I still can call on for this, that, and the other, man. Especially Jason. It's literally one of my brothers. You know what I mean? So, like the ability to get in those buildings and network with people, meeting Jeff Calkins and all those things back when I was just getting into this, bro, were vital for sure.
You said something a while ago that has really stuck with me. That kind of it put into concrete something that I've been experiencing over the last decade of doing sports media stuff. Is this idea of doing things for free for people is not actually it's not actually. You're building your brand, and that's investing back into yourself, right? Like as you are working towards things, it's like, yeah, I might not be making the amount of money that I want to make right now, but if you think long term with it, this idea of I'm showing that I can be invaluable to anybody in any situation possible, and that only increases your value, right? And that to me is like just being willing to work hard. Is a lost art, I think, on a lot of people.
But he's so good, man. He's found his niche. And like I said, he is the baby mama guy on Twitter at this point. That's the lane he's in. Like he catches all the drama and talks about those things. He talks about everything, but that's definitely what he's known for is the baby mama drama with the athletes. But he's so good, man. Robert Littell, just pleasure to have him on whenever he's able to get on. My guy, Paris Sharkey. Oh, heard word from Paris Sharkey, man, that the time change for the Anthony Sain show is definitely a good thing when it comes down to former co-host of the show, Paris Sharkey. Yeah.
Does this mean
it's going down, man? It's going down, man. It's going down. The big three might be getting back together.
The big
three might be getting back together, man, for sure, man. Paris said that this new schedule works well for him, man.
Man.
But let's get into it, man. There's some news that came overnight. It's always good to see the Grizzlies involved in a little blurb. That's always a good thing. I'm not sure who it was, whether it was the Fisher the Fisher guy or Mark Stein himself. But Mark Stein put out, as part of his blog, that Jordan Hawkins is potentially on the move with the New Orleans Pelicans, and the Memphis Grizzlies are a team that's involved in that situation. So I looked into it, man. That's a guy I can't think of his name. Can't think of his name on Twitter, but he covers. I can't even think of the area he's in. But he put out that he confirmed that through Jordan Hawkins' agency, CAA is the sports agency,
right?
That they are looking to move him, right, and that the Grizzlies are involved. And I said, well, okay, well, that's the case. Well, who else is on CAA that could? Those type of trades are typically the easiest kind of work, especially with smaller players like this trading within the agency. When the agency is like, well, let's move this guy for this guy when they get involved with the teams. You also heard news yesterday that D'Angelo Russell, that the Grizzlies have talked about buying him out or involving him in a trade, right? They're both CAA clients. They're both under the same agency, Jordan Hawkins and D'Angelo Russell. And the question is, why would New Orleans do this and why would the Grizzlies do this? For New Orleans, they're trying to shed some salary. Mm-hmm. Jordan Hawkins makes about $7 million a year. They can make their deal with D'Lo and save them about $2 million in cap space. Why would the Grizzlies do this? There's several reasons why. And D'Lo's not the only guy that I would look at this trade possibly happen. I'm gonna tell y'all something that I believe is one of the biggest misnomers and the most overblown thing with the Grizzlies. Zach Kleiman did a press conference a few months ago, and they asked him about, the future of the team. And he said he doesn't feel like the future of this team is bleak. And he thinks he's got guys that are, good players on this team, or guys that, you can still, build something around. One of those guys that was not mentioned was Gigi Jackson. I've seen a lot of Gigi Jackson this summer. I've seen a lot of them. I've seen Gigi a lot, right? And the other guy that he did mention was Walter Clayton Jr. When that press conference first came out, I said, man, that's something that man said. It was not a prepared speech. It was just, it wasn't like it wouldn't give him the State of the Union. He was asked a question. He gave a quick answer to it. He was just spitballing names, right? He didn't mention Gigi. He mentioned Walter Clayton Jr. For some reason, people have taken that as that Zach Kleiman has this, like,
affinity.
Above all things, Walter Clayton Jr. is going to be a part of what we're doing, or he's going to be my starting point guard of the future. Now, when there's a guy that you just recently traded for a few months ago for Jaren Jackson Jr., you're going to try to see what those guys are. You got him and Taylor Hendricks back in that trade, so of course you're going to see what you got, from that trade or whatever. But I think that Walter Clayton Jr. is in a pile with a lot of guys who have to make this roster, who have to be a part of what they're doing. And I can see a scenario where Walter Clayton Jr. does make this roster, but I could also see a situation, Kenny Summerfield, where they want to make him disappear. And Jordan Hawkins is the type of guy that would make him disappear. If you did a trade of Jordan Hawkins for Walter Clayton Jr., Walter Clayton Jr. has 2 more years left on his rookie deal. Jordan Hawkins has an expiring deal. You bring Jordan Hawkins to camp. You like what you see. You keep him. If not, you cut him, and that makes the whole thing go away, as opposed to cutting Walter Clayton Jr. and you're paying him for the next 2 years. You could trade him for Jordan Hawkins. You either like Jordan Hawkins or you don't, and the money disappears this summer. I think Jordan Hawkins still has some game left in him. He was drafted, 3 years ago, 2023. He came out in the same year that Wemby came into the league. This would be his 4th season. He was a key player on that national championship team when UConn won. I don't think Cam Spencer just came that 1 year, right? He's not. He
was there for 1 year, right?
Yeah, so Cam wasn't there with him, but he was on that national championship team. Yeah, so I would yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, you can make Walter Clayton's money disappear this year if you traded him for Jordan Hawkins, because you could cut Jordan Hawkins. It's an expiring deal. The money's gone this summer. But like I said, that's an option. D'Lo's an option. I can see this happening. I expect this to happen. I expect that deal to go through. He's a good player to take a look at. He's a guy who he's pretty much struggled. He's kind of got caught up in the numbers game, not getting a lot of minutes there in New Orleans. But he's a guy who's had like 30-something point games.
But when he plays, he's effective. He's productive.
He did not have a good season last year from the field, whether shooting from 2 or from 3, really. But the potential for him being a good shooter in this league is still there. He's a guy, if anything, you make the trade, you bring him to camp, see what you got, and you make a decision. I think this deal is going to happen, especially when you start hearing things about agencies being involved. D'Lo is a CAA client. It could be for Walter Clayton Jr. I don't think the Grizzlies look at Walter Clayton anything like a lot of fans think that they do. I think they see Walter Clayton the same way that we do. He's really not that good, right? But I'm not saying he's not going to be on the roster this year. I don't know, but I don't think they have any major plans for him. I think they'll probably give him every opportunity to show them something, just like they'll do Taylor Hendricks. But I don't think they have this affinity for him that's higher than what we probably feel about him at all. What are you guys' thoughts on Jordan Hawkins if the Grizzlies get him? We definitely want to know that. Definitely want to know your thoughts about Waldo's Chicken and Beer as well, man. I will be there tonight for Music Bingo. Come check it out. I'm there each and every Thursday night at Waldo's Chicken and Beer. They got a made-from-scratch kitchen. Nothing's frozen. They got all fresh food. It's a great spot for families because they got their game room, the full bar, and TVs for the full family experience. All fried food is fried in beef tallow instead of oil. You can taste the difference. I'm trying to tell you. Premium southern sides like greens, white beans, macaroni and cheese. They got a happy hour drink specials all day on Tuesday and Sunday and every day from 3 to 6. That is Waldo's Chicken and Beer, located 2200 North Germantown Parkway. Give them a call, 901-716-0032. They're open Sunday through Thursday from 11 to 9, Friday through Saturday from 11 to 10. I've had to take Autumn to work. My oldest daughter, Autumn, works at Waldo's Chicken and Beer. I've had to take her to work this week because Julia's gone back to work. And I've ate Waldo's a lot this week.
It's hard to drop her off and not go in and grab something.
Hold on, this is her calling me right now. Hold on, let me make sure she's good. Hold on.
Yep.
Hey, I'm on air. Is everything okay? Ju. Jew. Yes, you good though. All right. Yes, I can. Yep. I don't know. Go to work today. Aubrey at 3. I got you. I love you, baby. All right, bye. Hey, that's what you do, man. Live podcast.
When she calls, you answer, bro.
This type of guy you vote for, man. A guy who, in the middle of what he's doing, if his wife calling at times that don't make no sense, they answer the phone. That's what comes with a married man, man. That's why you don't vote. That's why you don't vote for single people, man. They don't have to deal with that type of stuff. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about right there, though. But yeah, for sure, I gotta go take Aubrey to practice at 3. So there it is. But yeah, but if I was taking Aubrey to work, man, I make sure I eat at Waldo's. I make there. Because she's calling me while the show's on, it kind of scared me a little bit. Like,
I understand that. Yeah,
for sure. And she didn't text me nothing, so I had to answer that phone for sure, man. Make sure my baby all right. But yeah, give it Waldo's chicken and beer, man. I'll get you squared away. Also, if you're looking for something else to eat out in that East Memphis area, man, no better place than Paradise Cafe, man. The perfect lunch spot, man, for sure. They're located in the Regalia Center. They've been there since 2001. They got hand-picked fresh fruits and veggies every day, man, to ensure the highest quality. Their soups might be the best in the city. Come check them out today, man. Give them a call. They have your order ready when you get there. 901-821-9600, open 10:30 to 2:30 p.m. every day, Monday through Saturday. You're going to come in as a stranger. They're going to leave you feeling like family because they're going to treat you like family. That's something they are very, very, very intentional about. They're at Paradise Cafe. ParadiseCafeMemphis.com is the website. Check out that lunchbox special, man. It was given an award by the Daily Memphian. They wrote a story about it being one of the best lunches you can get for under $15, man. That is Paradise Cafe. Also, if you're looking to add a new member to your family, man, no better place than Puppy Dreams because puppies make life better. They are located at 1740 North Germantown Parkway, 901-763-8523. Whether you believe this or not, there's not many places you can walk in and buy puppies in the city of Memphis. Puppy Dreams is definitely one of those. It might be the only one because as far as the actual store, they're open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 7. PuppyDreamsMemphis.com is the website. They've got actual puppies in their recently remodeled showroom to choose from and get to know before purchase. They have a full-service grooming salon inside as well. They have a 1-year warranty on every puppy purchase. Financing is available as well. All their puppies come from USDA certified breeders. Just a perfect spot, man. If you're looking to add a puppy to your family, they're the perfect spot to go. I cannot think of any better way to go about doing this than to go to Puppy Dreams because it just doesn't make any sense. Like they've got high quality dogs. There's no mystery. You can spend as much time as you want, which bringing your family out to spend time with this dog to make that final decision is a great place. Great, awesome concept that is Puppy Dreams. Also, y'all, in the WNBA, Napheesa Collier came back, man. Made her debut. Well, say she had 24 points. Hold on, bro. I hate
she's so good.
I hate when I'm this ill prepared, man. But she had 24 points, about 8 rebounds or so. I wish my guy Keelan was in the chat, man. I know he'll give you the stat line of what she had, but she had a great return, man. And it makes it look like just from watching the game last night that the Lynx are in the pole position to win this whole thing because they were the number 1 team in the NBA without her. And now you're getting an MVP level player who's coming back in Napheesa Collier on top of my girl, Olivia Miles. Oh my God, Olivia Miles. They're going to be good. That team is going to be good for sure. My poor Atlanta Dream, man. We started off looking so well.
They're tough. It's tough. Tough world right now. Yeah.
It fell off a little bit, man, but it's all good. My guy Paris said Fee came back like MJ at 95 for real. Looking like and she has a gotta think, man, she's got a chip on her shoulder anyway because she had that injury in the playoffs last year. Yep. What she thought was a bad foul call. She got hurt. Got her season ended that way. A lot of people felt like she should have been MVP or defensive player and defensive player of the year last year. Asia Wilson pulled that out. She had a great year last year. But like I said, she's back. Glad to see her back, man. One of the true stars of the WNBA. And on FanDuel, man, if you want to get some money, man, we got some Minnesota Lynx related chains for y'all as well, man. As far as who will win, who will go to the NBA
you Finals. Called it before you even knew what the FanDuel was. Yeah, WNBA Finals odds. Shout out to FanDuel, official sports book of Bluff City Media and the Anthony Sain Show. You're right, man. Minnesota Lynx are number 1 in terms of finals odds, plus 110. Las Vegas Aces, plus 390. New York Liberty, plus 750. Golden State Valkyries, plus 900.
Man, which is crazy. They were an expansion team last year, if I'm not mistaken, bro. They're one of the top teams in the NBA, man, for sure.
24 and 10.
24 and 10 in 22 minutes. Yeah,
Good
she went off last
God.
night, bro. She went off, man.
In her first game back, dude, I'm telling you, Napheesa is awesome. Add Olivia Miles to the equation. Minnesota might get it all this year.
Looking like Shaq and Penny out there, man, for real. Like, for real. Looking like, for real, they cold. Like, I'm trying to think of an equivalent, bro, of a team that did that in the NBA. It's a little different in the NFL. But what team in the NBA was really freaking good? Because we talk about the chances of this happening all the time. Like, you know, what if the Pacers have gotten the number one pick? And
Tyrese Halliburton, right?
Yeah, no. Like, what if they had, like, the Pacers were already in the finals? They was like, well, what if the Pacers had that year off, but then they come back and they draft AJ DeBanster, right? Like, I'm trying to think of an NBA, like, we thought Boston might do this. We thought Boston might go get one of the top players in the draft on top of a very good team. Like,
I'll tell you,
actually happened, bro.
I'll tell you an example of a team that didn't do it, and that's Golden State, right? Like they won multiple championships. Steph got hurt, Clay got hurt, Draymond played. They had an off year. They got the number one draft pick in the entire draft, got James Wiseman, and then just squandered him. They squandered him. And listen, we were talking with Robert earlier about being too close to people. I feel like I might be a little bit too close to James Wiseman because I think that dude is awesome. But yeah. That's what kind of you thought would happen with Steph Curry coming back, Draymond playing, and then they add number one draft pick James Wiseman to the equation, and you're like, oh God, like
it just didn't pan out. They picked the wrong guy. They probably should have drafted LaMelo. And speaking of Melo, my guy Chris Moore made a great point. This is the example when the Pistons didn't draft Carmelo Anthony. That's right. That would have been the one for sure. That definitely would have been the one. The Spurs with Tim Duncan is another. Yeah, that's the answer when it did happen. Yep, that's the answer when it did happen for real. When the Spurs took Tim Duncan, but yeah, that's definitely an example of it. How the
Lynx?
Yeah, that's all. There must have been a trade or something like an old trade.
They get a trade. How did they get the number 3 draft?
How did they get the number 3 pick in the draft? Yeah, I know it's only like 16 teams in the WNBA, but still, how did you get the freaking 3?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, the Spurs Tim Duncan story is actually 100% right. Like that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, but that wasn't the next year though, because the Spurs didn't go to the finals until they got Tim Duncan.
They got they got the number 3 draft pick with the trade with the Sky for Angel Reese.
Oh wow, okay, cool.
Wow,
okay, that makes sense then. But yeah, it would have been like kind of like Boston when they got Larry Bird or some shit too. That's another similar example.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy stuff, man. But Minnesota Lynx are in the pole position, so to speak, to win the WNBA championship, man. Also want to talk about my guy Penny Hardaway. They had was it media day today? I saw Leon Taylor call it. It was just a media availability. Okay,
and media availability, open practice for the first time in a decade of covering Memphis Tiger basketball. The media got a chance to go in and watch the last 30 minutes of a scrimmage, and then have a conversation with Penny Hardaway, Jaden Reed, and Josh Holloway. And man, bro, what do you want to know, man? God bless. Okay.
Heard you say my boy, man. You know what I'm saying? White Man Can't Jump was snapping him up.
Luke Almodovar, everybody, like the first name out of everybody, all 3 of the dudes' mouths about who they've been surprised by and who's been really, really impactful in practice was Luke Almodovar. I saw him hit 7 threes in about a 30-minute time period.
That's crazy.
In a scrimmage.
Damn.
Yeah.
He was going crazy.
He was going nuclear in the practice today. Dude he's a lefty. And I'm just jealous of left-handed jump shots. Like I think they look so good, and he's pure. Man, let me tell you, bro. You know
Fred Smith, man. What are you looking like, man?
Let me tell you, man. Fred looks awesome. Fred looks awesome.
Then you put it in the Discord, man. I dare you to put it in the Discord. Then you look good, man.
Here's what the conversation is going to be. Well, if Fred looks awesome, then the team's going to suck.
Yeah.
No, that's not it. Like this team is very, very good. They have a lot of shooters on this team. I didn't see a whole lot of missed shots in this practice. The one person that did was the starting point guard, Jaden Reed. Like he missed quite a few shots, and he acknowledged it and talked about it, and just really, I mean, anyway, Fred Smith Jr. has lost a good amount of weight. He's gotten super, super, super ripped. Like, he is in very good shape. And I liked him. The guy who created the most chaos on the court the entire time defensively was Cello Jackson. My God, that
young
dude,
boys out there, man. The young boys out there.
Hey, that dude, I'm getting chills even talking about it, because I was like, we were all kind of standing back going, dude, Cello is killing out there right now. Like defensively doing so much.
How much of that was maybe spotlighting the local guys or letting them get off? Or was that you think it was they're actually looking good?
They were playing. They were just playing. Like, they were in the middle of a scrimmage when we walked in.
They were going in.
They were just going in. Yeah. Now, he didn't score. I didn't see him score. He took a crazy charge against the Reed kid. A crazy charge. Like, I'm like, if your freshman is willing to do that, to take a charge, I mean, I'm talking like it was full court press. Like, I mean, he was up underneath the basket, and like they were coming hard down the lane, just like, I mean, tons of speed. And he took a charge that wiped him out, but he got up. I mean, he was fine. I'm telling you, Nemanja Popovich was out there.
Oh, the big dude, the old dude. Yeah.
Bro.
And them folks gonna be all right, ain't it, bro?
Bro. Nemanja Popovich opens this thing up for them big time, because he's got some skill in the paint. He hit some and he is mean. Like, he was fighting in the post today. And I'm telling you what, like, I walked away from this thing more amped up than I've been in a long time about a Tiger team. Not because I'm not saying they're going to be top 10 in the country. I don't know anything about that. Like, we haven't seen them play a game yet.
I just want them to be
they're a good
American.
Team.
Yeah,
they're a good team.
Good conference Americans.
They're a good team. And let me tell you something too. Penny Hardaway looks like he might have gotten in the gym a lot this summer.
For real?
That man is looking swole. I'm talking like ripped out. I was like, okay, Penny Hardaway.
Nickel Hardaway in his blood, bro.
Yeah, man. This man. It was such a cool environment in there. A lot of energy, a lot of talking, a lot of really good shooting. Defense was off the charts. I'm telling you, they're there. They're right there.
Man, why ain't you tell your boy about this, man? I still couldn't win with you. I probably could have made somewhere.
I didn't know if you were. I didn't know if they have your picture up on the wall saying, "You see this mug."
I'd have been in with this shirt on.
Exactly. It'd have been like, hold up, bro.
Hey, come here,
hey, man, come on, man. You selling those shirts? Hey, I do have some. I do have some info for you for after the show, though. That we need to talk about some big stuff. But man,
hey, we'll make it happen, bro. We'll make it happen. That's what we do, man.
A good day. And I just want to say shout out to Memphis Athletic Department, the Memphis basketball program, for allowing us in there, because this is the first time, like I said, that we've been able to be in and see a practice like that. In all the years that Penny has been there, it's the first time. So shout out to him. It was a awesome time being in there.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. Well, we about to get about this joint, man. Shout out to my guy Robert Littell for Kenny Stubblefield. This is Anthony Sain. We'll see y'all tomorrow, man. And we out.
Thank you for listening to the Anthony Sain Show. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to the Bluff City Media YouTube page. We'll see you back here next time.